Hey race fans, this is Chet Christner with your Comp Cam's top 5 moments on FloRacing from this past week. We head to the fabulous Lincoln Speedway for our number 5, where front row starting Freddie Raymer and Bradley Howard both had their eye on the same real estate entering turn 1, and unfortunately it was single occupancy only. The resulting contact sent Raymer into a skip flip, stripping him of his top wing. Meanwhile, Danny Dietrich had it in bus driver mode again, as once more he took them all to school with the drive from his 11th starting spot to pick up his 55th career win at Lincoln Speedway. Number 4 is a violent ride for the Demon, Damian Gardner, during USAC CRA action at Kern County Raceway on lap 2 of Friday's feature. The Demon's flip landed him hard on Loomis, California driver Max Adams, taking them both out of contention for the night. Later on, Ryan Timmons would hold off visiting racer Davey Ray to pick up his first USAC CRA win. On Saturday night, Maximum Effort Adams, who, after the debacle on Friday night's feature, finds himself leading the feature on Saturday and closing on lap traffic when Matt McCarthy clips the wall and starts to flip just in front of Adams. Max calmly taps the binders, punches McCarthy out of the way, and continued on like nothing happened. Adams would go on to win the feature event. We'll head to Boot Hill Speedway in the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series for our number 3, where Billy Moyer Jr. is trying to pass Timothy Culp. Jr. was working until a little slip of the grip opened up the door for Billy Moyer of the senior variety to pounce and snag the second spot away from his son. Moyer then found himself engaged in a tussle with Culp, but he kept knocking on the door until eventually he knocked a little too hard, taking both he and Timothy around in turn 1. Kay Dillard would inherit the lead and go unchallenged from there to win the Ronnie Adams Memorial. The 79th annual opening day as the Speed Palace Port Royal Speedway is our number 2, and it's another father-son matchup as Logan Wagner laid a little drive job on father Mike in turns 3 and 4. Mike was quick to turn it back to the inside and recaptured a spot, and then Logan stomped it to the 10 down the back chute, driving around Mike and into 3. Mike tried to charge low through 3 and 4, but couldn't hold the line, made contact with his son Logan, and sent him around, bringing out to caution. Meanwhile, Lance DeWeese would go on to win his 4th career season opener at Port Royal, which is one in each of the last 4 decades. That's pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. Additionally, I'm not 100% positive on this, but I think Lance was kind of low-key calling out the NASCAR Cup drivers in victory lane.
I've been here a long time. It's just so neat to see where this place is going and where it's heading, and you know, who knows? Maybe, you know, the Cup cars start liking dirt, and you never know.
Lovelock trying to get through the lap cars. White flag, 1 lap to go.
And our number 1 comes from the Melvin L. Joseph Memorial at Georgetown Speedway. Man, these cars are sexy. In Friday's 358 mod feature, leader Rick Laubach found himself hung up in traffic in the waning laps. Mike Mahaney was able to dig down to the low side of Laubach, and with their attention thus occupied, they were both ambushed by a charging Stuart Friesen, who had it slinging and singing around the rim with just enough velocity to grab the win at the line. Friesen would again be a focal point during Saturday's Short Track Super Series feature, as he looked to have the field covered, leading from the pole until a late race restart would be the extra oomph needed for a 19 starting Matt Shepard. Shepard was able to muscle his way into the top spot and then dangled that left front donut as he charged his way to a $10,049 payday in the Melvin L. Joseph Memorial. I think the real number 1 this week is that FloRacing's now the home of the Short Track Super Series. Man, I love these cars.